Good morning, children. In the last class, we have studied about significant figures. Now, what are the significant figures? Now, what are the rules? How to determine the number of significant figures? How to represent scientifically, scientific notation, and how to report a result after any arithmetic operation like subtraction, addition, multiplication, division. What are the rules we have to follow? And I hope you have done the exercise questions which was assigned to you, and you have completed the notes as per what I had told you. So let us proceed further. So I'll briefly say what is least count. The least count is what? The smallest value that can be measured by the measuring instrument is called as its least count. Any measuring instrument has a least count, the minimum value which it can measure. So now let us come to the errors in a series of measurement. When does it come? Whenever we are doing any practical, any experiment when we are doing. So to get an accurate and precise answer, what do? We repeat the experiment several times. Suppose we are repeating the experiment n times, then each time we will get a value a1, a2, a3 up to an, like this. So there will be a little error associated with each and every reading. So let us find first what is the arithmetic value, what is the arithmetic mean value. So what we do, we add and divide by the number of observations we had taken. So this is what a mean value of suppose we are finding the time period of oscillation of a pendulum. So then we'll repeating n times. Then what a mean is the time period of oscillation, the arithmetic mean. Several times we are doing and we are getting a value. So this is considered as a true value. So in some cases there will be standard values. The standard values we will be having instead of true values. Okay. Next, coming to absolute error. What is the absolute? The magnitude of the difference between the true value of the quantity and the individual measured value is called the absolute error of the measurement. So the difference between what? The true value is what? Arithmetic mean. The average what we have found is the true value, and the difference between true value and the each individual measured quantity a1, a2, a3. So suppose delta a1 is the first absolute error, individual absolute error, that is equal to a mean minus a1. Delta a2 is equal to a mean minus a2. Likewise, delta an is equal to a mean minus an. So delta a is what? Absolute error. So delta a, absolute error, is always a positive quantity. Sometimes while calculating we get positive, sometimes a negative, but mod delta a is always the positive value. Error is always in positive quantity. That's why we take mod of delta a. So it is considered as positive value. Next, so we have got there are so many absolute errors. Next, we will take the mean absolute error. What is the mean absolute error? That is the arithmetic mean of all the absolute errors. Just now what we have mentioned, delta a1, delta a2, delta a3. We'll take the arithmetic mean of all these. So you can see this is the delta a mean, adding all the absolute errors and divided by the number of readings or number of trials we have repeated. So for delta a mean is what? Summation of all the individual absolute errors divided by the number of trials. For single measurement, the value of a is always in the range of a mean plus or minus delta a mean. So a mean is what? The true value, the what we are going to find, a mean. Plus or minus delta a mean is what? Plus or minus delta a mean. Delta a mean is the error associated in it. So any value will be in between these two values, a mean plus delta a mean and A mean minus delta A mean. Any single value will be between these two range. Okay, this is about mean absolute error. So in continuity with this, what is relative error? We are relating it to the true value. Any error we are relating it to the true value. So it is the ratio of mean absolute error to the mean value of the quantity. What is the mean absolute error? So just now we have found delta A mean is the mean absolute error. Delta A mean is the mean absolute error, and divided by what? True value. What is true value? First we have found A mean, that is the true value. So relative error is the ratio of delta A mean by A mean. So what is the relation of a percentage error? What is percentage error? The relative error expressed in the percentage is denoted by delta A. So anything you have you know how to convert into percentage. So suppose in a periodic test you are getting 35 out of 40 marks. So how much you would get for 100 marks? 100 multiplied by 35 divided by 40. The same thing here we have observed. We are multiplying by 100. So we are converting into what? Percentage. So this is how we have to convert it, and it is called as what? Percentage error. Now for example, this will be more clear with an example 2.7. There are 5 readings. What are these? These are the we are going to find period of oscillation, time period of oscillation. 5 times we have repeated the experiment, we are getting these 5 readings. So we have to find absolute error, relative and percentage error. The mean period of oscillation of the pendulum is what? The true value first we have to find. The true value is add and divide by 5. So we get the true value. Then the next step is absolute errors we have to calculate. How many are there? 5. So there will be 5 absolute errors. That is A mean minus A1, A mean minus A2, A mean minus A3. These are the absolute errors. Okay. Then next task is what? Mean absolute error. How to find the mean absolute error? Add that is the arithmetic mean of the all the absolute errors. Add the errors and divide by 5. So the result what you write, T is equal to T is what? Time period of oscillation is T is equal to T mean plus delta T mean. Okay, that is equal to 2.62 plus 0.11. This is the error associated. If we round off it to the first digit itself, then 2.6 plus or minus 0.1 second. This is the answer, the time period we have found, and the error associated with it. So it means time period can be in the range of 2.5 to 2.7. That is what it means by plus or minus. So the range is from 2.5 to 2.7. You can see from the result what we are getting. Now what is the relative error and percentage error? Relative error is the ratio of delta A mean by A mean. So delta A mean is 0.1 divided by A mean is 2.6. This, if you do this much, that is the relative error. If you want in percentage error, what you will do? Multiply by 100 and you will get the answer. I hope it is clear. So you will write everything in your notes and understand it clearly. Do the example also. Okay, thank you.